AA&A Windshield and Glass is a proud sponsor of the Bushland Falcons. We are your one-stop shop, and we'll get it done right. We are a family-owned and operated business for over 35 years, and we specialize in windshield replacement installation and rock chip repair. We offer scheduled appointments in our shop, or we'll come to you with our mobile service. Call us today at 806-353-9119 or fill out our contact form at aawindshieldglass.com to get started. See clearly with AA&A Windshield and Glass.
Adobe Wall Stoneworks, Justin Howe here. Listen, I can't believe it, but this year we're going to celebrate our 20th anniversary. The Texas Panhandle has been such a support for our little business, and we're so thankful. Amy and I have been dreaming about this design center for years. We want you to come check it out on Hillside. Go check out our website, adobewallstoneworks.com. Just like you go make a dinner reservation, you can click and make a reservation for a private design consultation in our indoor showroom right here on Hillside. Come check it out, Adobe Wall Stoneworks.
Contractors Wholesale is a proud sponsor of the Bushland Falcons. Nathan Bixel over at Contractors Wholesale, they specialize in residential door cabinet hardware, wallpaper and fabric, cabinet drawers, hinges, screws, wood filler, and whatever you need to handle those big project jobs. Give Contractors Wholesale a call at 806-373-5761. And as always, go Falcons. Danny Richberger of Edward Jones is a proud supporter of the Bushland Falcons. Danny is a financial advisor, and he wants to know what is important to you. Not everyone has the same goals and aspirations for the future, so whether you're focusing on retirement, kids' education, or a trip around the world, he'd love to meet with you. Whether that's across the desk, at your kitchen table, or on the phone, he's available for his clients. So give Sarah a call at his office at 806-352-2980 and set up a time to meet with Danny and start planning your future now. Dr. Wesley Anderson would like to wish the Bushland Falcons great success this football season. Dr. Anderson is a therapeutic optometrist and glaucoma specialist and provides quality eye care in a timely and efficient manner at a reasonable cost for all of his patients. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 8:30 to 4 p.m. Call for an appointment at 806-355-3800 and let Dr. Anderson care for you and your entire family.
Hope Choice is a faith-based, pro-life organization that assists women facing an unplanned pregnancy by providing free pregnancy tests, sonograms, educational classes, and baby supplies. Hope Choice is also helping young people and parents by taking a stand against society's influences that are threatening today's families. By offering free mentoring programs to young people ages 8 to 18, retreats, and character building presentations for students in the schools, Hope Choice is changing culture one heart at a time. Learn more about the mentoring programs, events, how to volunteer, or become a financial partner by visiting hopechoice.com. That's hopechoice.com.
Kendra and I Photography is a proud supporter of Bushland Falcons football. We provide the very best in custom sports photography, design, and products in the area. We believe an excellent sports program and exceptional athletes should be represented with excellent photography and services. Our goal for each of our clients is that they love the photography and products we provide as much as we love creating them. Contact our team to help you create the perfect custom sports photography experience for your sports program or individual athlete. We wish the very best for our Bushland Falcons this season. Go Falcons!
Melanie and Jeremy Scott with Texas Plains Real Estate Group at Keller Williams Realty support our Bushland Falcons on and off the field. As residents of the community, our school and students' success are important to us. A successful school drives home values and a strong sense of community, along with a desire to live in Bushland. To help further the community support, we have created a Bushland-only e-directory, which can be found at bushlandhomesandliving.com. Please visit our site and add your business listing for free. New Vision Exterior Solutions is a proud sponsor of our Bushland Falcons. At New Vision Exterior Solutions, they take pride in and are committed to their work. With an increasing number of successful projects under their belt, they can proudly say they are one of the most trusted seamless gutter installation companies in Amarillo, performing both residential and light commercial work. New Vision Exterior Solutions can handle all of your gutter needs, including removal and installation, hail damage, wind damage, and leak cards. New Vision can also stain new and old fences and make those old fences look new. So give Brock Hall a call at 806-517-0533 and let New Vision Exterior Solutions provide a free estimate.
Procrete Construction is a regional concrete place and finish company designed from the ground up to give you solid professional service. Based in Amarillo, Procrete serves residential, commercial, and industrial construction industries. High standards of professionalism and quality are our benchmarks. We know your construction project requires a company that is equipped with the tools, knowledge, and experience to complete the work as promised with a focus on details. Call 806-318-3820 or go online to learn more about Procrete Construction at procretenow.com.
The church at Bushland loves Jesus, and we love our community. This year, we're asking that you give us a year. Come see us, bring your family, come experience the church. This year, we're focused on 4 key things: know God, find freedom, discover purpose, and make a difference. Through Sunday morning worship, weekly life groups, and our numerous programs for children of all ages, we want you and your family to truly know Jesus as your personal Savior. So come visit us. Give the church at Bushland a year.
Whether you need a building to grow your business or you simply need more space for a backyard workshop, look no further than Tightwire Construction. Kurt and his team will get you the most out of your metal building and take pride in exceeding your needs with great customer service. To talk about your next project, give Kurt a call at 806-683-6842 or visit tightwireconstruction.com. And as always, go Falcons.
No one said living here was simple. They just said it was worth it. This land wasn't easy to settle. More than 30 years in business will teach you that. Her elements are fierce and forceful. Amarillo can take anything thrown her way. Your body shop should too. Loki's Body Shop, built for Amarillo.
The Bushland Falcons are a symbol of excellence in all athletics. So when the Falcons take the field, there is no room for error. Vanessa McDonald with Lions Realty feels the same way about her job. As a real estate professional with over 20 years of experience, Vanessa knows there's no room for error when it comes to your real estate goals. Vanessa's real estate experience combined with a forward-thinking company behind her makes for a winning team for her clients. Give Vanessa a call for a free home analysis at 806-336-7885.
All right, welcome everyone. This is Chris Welch with Stephen Lyles coming to you live from Wolfworth, Texas.
From a bunch of space. Yeah, look at all this space.
Yeah, we could show you. I mean, it's like, wow, look at all this space, and there's just 2 of us. So if it was cold, I'd say somebody could come join us for the right price. But I think it's a pretty good night for football. Hey, we're coming to you just this.
We do have Logan outside, so because there's glare on this glass. So
yeah, he didn't get to stay in with us, so that's too bad for Logan. He walked outside and he said, "I'm gonna be outside." I go, "Yeah," and he goes, "I think I'll go get my sweatpants on." So got a good chuckle out of that. So, hey, we're glad you're joining in. Here's kind of just to give you a quick rundown what's going on. We're just going to do the pregame here, probably about 10 till. So here in about, 13 minutes or so. We're going to cut over to NFHS. So if you want to do that while you listen to us gab a little bit, you're more than welcome to do that. Just go out there and look for Bushland, and when you do,
and there's a link directly to our NFHS. If you just scroll down the page a couple posts down, you'll find it.
And if you look on Facebook, they've posted on Facebook as well. So they've been pretty good about promoting this game for us. So anyway, that's where we will be for the actual game. We'll be through the NFHS network.
Best $9 you can spend. You're going to get us tonight. You're going to get 2 volleyball games this weekend. You'll get all the playoffs. So I think it's $9 a month, and so
yeah. So if you were coming to the game, you'd spend $5-6 on a ticket anyway. So it's a good deal. Overall, you get a lot of games. I know we get to watch my nephew that plays out in California, out in Santee, California. We get to watch him through that as well. So it's really nice from that perspective. So
I'll tell you, Coach Reynolds and I got our football fix on in FHS last week. We were both watching Kermit and Denver City and getting ready for tonight and watching some other games, of people who we might see down the road a little bit. Watch a little Jim Ned football, watch a little Brock football. So.
Yeah, any surprises coming out of last week heading in that you saw? I didn't really see much.
No, I mean, Pilot Point got in over Boyd. Boyd was kind of in a position, and they got blew out, and so the points, the way that tiebreaker went, Pilot Point jumped in. There really wasn't. I mean, we put out a projected about a week before the last week of games once we were done, and I think there was one or two shifts. I mean, I think Breckenridge flip-flopped, which they're probably happy about because Breckenridge was able to dodge Brock in round one. They bumped up, I want to say, to they bumped up to the 3 seed, so the 4 seed kind of shifted down. But to be honest, the top 2 or 3 from every district was set. Denver City last week took care of Kermit, but here's what I'll tell you. Watching Kermit last week, Kermit came out. They got a stop on the first drive. They scored a 98-yard touchdown. They were winning that game 14-8 at half. So as much as Denver City is an undefeated district champion down there and Kermit's coming in as a 3 seed, they gave Denver City all they wanted there. Denver City just pulled away late. And I'll tell you, after a week off, we talked about it on the coach this morning. You worry, do we start flat? How do we come out? Our defense has set the tone in every single game that we've won this year. We've had 9 games where defense set the tone early. And the one game we struggled in was the game that we didn't have that happen. And so for me, that's something I want to see tonight. I want to see the defense, even after a week off, 2 weeks since their last game, come out and set the tone early.
Yeah, I think that's really important is that they do set that tone quickly. They set it early. We talked about it. You've got that week lag in there. And sometimes routine's a big deal, right? Not as big a deal as for baseball players. So they got to do their knock on wood, put on their socks the right way. No, I'm just kidding. So, no, really, I think it is important for us to establish, early quick. And honestly, you got Kermit, who they did lose last week to Denver City, but I believe at halftime they were on top.
It's 14-8 at half, Kermit. Denver City, like I said, they kind of pulled away a little bit there in the second half. Kermit and it was one of those games that started raining, and so obviously weather always impacts. Last week was crazy. We watched games in the snow. I mean, we didn't.
I'm so happy. I saw that Perryton video, and it was a blizzard up there. I mean,
we got Seminole Perryton.
Yeah, we got that little dusting. But when I was watching the video of Pampa as well, Pampa looked like a blizzard. The video from Pampa looked like a blizzard going on out there. I'm like, that's rough. I'm glad we didn't have to deal with any of that.
And so the elements came into play a little bit. It slowed down Kermit, and Denver City obviously took advantage and got out of there. And, on paper, Denver City was a better team. But I'll tell you, Kermit's got a first-year head coach, and they're heading in the right direction. And they are looking to get a statement win in year one of this new coaching staff. And so Coach Gensler, I think he'll have his guys ready, and they'll come out swinging. They feel like they've got a puncher's chance tonight. And if our defense comes out and throws a haymaker early, I like our chances here.
I think they definitely come out, and they it's one and done now, right?
It is.
And so you got to leave it all on the field. And based on what we heard from Coach Reynolds about their program and about, they feel like they're in every game. And so that's, we're expecting Falcons to come out and establish early. But if they don't, it becomes an interesting game potentially. But we'll see.
It could. But, last night we were at the church and youth and talking to some of them boys. They just feel fresh. They said, man, we feel a little bit faster, a little fresher. It's amazing what a week of not getting banged on will do.
I think having that game no game at the end, I know a lot of coaches don't like it, but I kind of think it's good. A lot of them like it right there in the middle. And a lot of districts, if they set up right in their district numbers, they all get that break right before district, and then they just play out, right? But we're not that case, so we have it odd. But I kind of liked it at the end. You can play through your season, and then if you've got injuries, there's that extra week to heal.
Yep.
So we'll see.
And we've been missing a few guys. Obviously, Baylor's been playing, but he's been in the cast. The cast is gone. Breckenridge's been out. We missed him the last 4 weeks, and it'll be good to get him back. I don't know how much he'll play tonight. I know this was the first week he was cleared, but I think you might see him for a down or two to kind of get him just used to football speed and football action again. But he's on the mend and in pads tonight, which is because the last game we watched, he was still on a scooter. He was still rolling around, and so not just on a boot, but and so it's amazing what 2 weeks of just being able to nurse and get some guys healthy is going to do. I think you're going to see a fast and a fresh defense that's hungry, and ready to go.
Yeah, I was just looking up. I know we've got a game just not too far from here, almost straight across from us for the most part, maybe a little bit south, with Shallow Water taking on, who are they playing this week? I can't remember. I'll look it up.
Let's see.
There we go. I got it. So, yeah, they're playing Lamesa, and
That's right.
they're over at Lubbock Cooper. And then you got Bushland and Kermit, and then Muleshoe's got Brownfield. That's tonight. Look like all the games are tonight. And
Everybody's trying to dodge the weather. It's going to get cold tomorrow, and so
it's funny. I've never seen. This is one of the first years I've seen that happen. I saw a lot of the East Texas teams either 2 weeks in a row or maybe there's a week split where they had a big storm system coming through, and they rescheduled. They did it this last week as well.
2 weeks in a row, yeah. Week 10 and Week 11, you saw a lot of games move to Thursday. And
I looked up the radar. I know why they did it because, boy, there were the ones that didn't kind of regretted it because they
played
had
in a monsoon.
huge late. But they didn't stop a lot of them because last week I heard because there wasn't a lot of lightning.
No lightning.
It was just a lot of rain.
Yep, that's we had some friends that were at the Gunner game, and that was kind of the case there.
So let's for fun, let's do something we haven't done all year long. You got to pull up you use ScoreStream or your Friday night. I don't care. I only like the Dave Campbell's app. I like for one reason is it can show me all scheduled games by division very quickly, so it's nice to see that. So out of our region, Steven, so Region 1, who's your upset game of the week?
So let's see.
So lots of games out there.
It wouldn't shock me if Dalhart doesn't beat Denver City. I like Dalhart over Denver City. I know Denver City's the one.
You want to do an upset by district?
And then.
So that's District 1.
And it wouldn't. I'll tell you this. Iowa Park has been that hot and cold team. They roll in and they beat Breckenridge, and then they struggle against Vernon, and they draw Brock. And I'll tell you, Brock's on a roll. Brock's won 6 in a row. They started the year 0-4. I don't know. I can tell you this. In the history of Brock School, they've never been 0-4. They've never even had 4 losses in a season in the history of Brock School. And so they're kind of like Bushland. It is a newer school. They haven't been around for 100 years, but they're ready to roll. And I think the most interesting game in Region 1 for me is that Paradise Breckenridge game. Both teams have spent time in the top 10 during the year. Breckenridge came out really hot. They struggled in a couple games here towards the end. Paradise ends up as a 4. Paradise is the. Paradise is the 3 seed in that district, and so because it went Brock, Whitesboro, Paradise, and so Breckenridge, Paradise on paper by seed, Paradise is the lower seed because they were 3rd in their district. Breckenridge is 2, but man, I just don't see Breckenridge getting past Paradise.
Yeah. So if I look across, I was going to say the upset that I think happens tonight is Iowa Park over Brock.
Dude, that would be epic because
Iowa Park's 4 out of their district, right?
They are state runner-up last year. Brock.
Where did Vernon fall? Are they 3?
Yeah,
so they're playing.
Yeah,
is Whitesboro 2?
They're playing Whitesboro. So that's a Whitesboro.
So I have a toss-up. I think Vernon has a very good chance to beat Whitesboro, and I do think Iowa Park can sneak up on Brock. Now, it may be a blowout on both sides. You just don't. But I do think out of
those
area,
2 teams, man, they've been riding this roller coaster all year.
And I've said it. I think early in the year, I was shocked they didn't. This is for them. That's their first year to come down, and I think they're both down a little bit. But those have been powerhouse teams in that upper division. This is the first time they've dropped down into this area. So that's why I'm saying I think they have a fighter's chance in both of those games.
They do.
So
now I'll tell you the game of the year, maybe the game of ever in by district, Lorena. Columbus. Lorena is a defending state champion.
Columbus was number 1 for a couple weeks in a row, right?
For a long time. Yeah. And so here you have a 2 and a 3 that let's be honest. In most districts, they would win the district, but yet you have a defending state champ and I want to say they spent 5 weeks at number 1. Columbus did, and they're playing for the – one of them will go home tonight. One of those two teams, one of the probably
2 great teams,
10 best teams in the state, one of them will be home after by district.
You know, the other area I'll look at too that, of course, near and dear, I always like to talk about the East Texas area, right? So listen to these games, and if you know anything about football, you're going to recognize a bunch of these. Gladewater and Pottsboro.
Yeah.
Mineola and Jefferson tonight. Mount Vernon and Tatum. That's the game. If I was in East Texas and didn't have anywhere to go, I think I might pop over and watch Mount Vernon and Tatum as well. But then you also got Atlanta and Winsboro. Atlanta, Jefferson, Tatum, all kind of been up and down a little bit all year long. At first, I really thought Atlanta was going to make that big run, but we'll see. That's a rough district. And if you look over there, you've also got trying to look over there in the other district. You know, Grandview should have a pretty easy game. Malakoff, I think, could do fine tonight.
Franklin will run all over Hallettsville.
Yeah. So those are some of the key matchups. The rest of them should be good. But, that Lorena and Columbus game, if I was in that area, if you're listening to us and you're in that area, take your phone,
tomorrow.
Get the NFHS app, watch us from the stadium, but go watch that game tomorrow. Oh, yeah, it's tomorrow. It's not tonight.
It is.
So watch us tonight, then go see Lorena and Columbus because that's going to be a ball game right there.
And it'll be a good one. Brownfield Muleshoe will be a pretty good one. And they've already played this year, so it'll be interesting to see round 2, see which way that goes.
Let's see, Muleshoe won. No, Muleshoe did not win that game. They beat Littlefield.
Yeah. No, Littlefield beat Muleshoe. First game of the season, Muleshoe beat Brownfield.
Millfield, there you go.
That's right.
Flip-flop. Okay, so, yeah, it's good action. So, back to this game because we're going to cut here in just a few minutes. Once again, we're going to cut over to the NFHS network so we can do our pregame and everything here. Once we cut, just FYI, no sponsors. We'll be able to talk about our sponsors, but there won't be any commercials. We will do breaks every now and then just to give ourselves a little bit of a break when we can, but we'll let you know if we're away. And other than that, head over to the NFHS network. We're excited to be partnering with them right now. They've been really good to us.
Yeah.
Also, we'll be doing the volleyball regional tournament. Tommy is going to be there. Tommy Spencer will be there tomorrow night in Lubbock, back down here in Lubbock, actually.
Yep.
And he's going to be doing that regional volleyball tournament. 2 games tomorrow.
Yes,
He will do
Saturday. The holiday Compass game at 6, and then it will be Wall versus Bushland at 8. And then he and I are going to do the Saturday afternoon game.
You are going to come up.
I'm going to be able to get back down. Ryder Grace has a basketball tournament, and I've never seen a basketball schedule. And at first, it blew my mind. She plays at 8:15 in the morning and 7:15 at night. And at first, I was frustrated. I'm like, who schedules it that way? But then I looked at the volleyball, and I thought, hey, I can make it to Lubbock for volleyball. So we're fired up because we'll get to be there to watch the Lady Falcons punch their ticket back to state.
Yeah, so exciting. We definitely enjoyed Tuesday night. Tommy and I got to call that game in Dimmitt against Shallow-Water. That was a great ball game as well. So, tell you what, Stephen, let's wrap this one up. We are going to go away, but go find us on the NFHS network. Search for Bushland High School. Find the one that says published by UIL, I believe is what it says. But it should be on the Bushland NFHS page.
Yeah, if you scroll down the page, click that link, it'll take you straight to Bushland. That's a good page kind of to save or to bookmark because it will be where everything that we do Bushland-wise. And one of the great things about this, and look, we're playing with the hand that we're dealt, right? So obviously we wish we were being able to live stream right here on YouTube and you wouldn't have to pay. But the way this works is Sports in Action, which owns NFHS, they own the playoff broadcast rights. And so when they reached out and said, would y'all want to be the voice? Would y'all partner with us to be the voice? We're like, heck yeah, like we're in. And so,
I mean, bottom line, and we've been trumped sometimes by just a camera. Literally, last year at Childress, we couldn't do a live stream because there happened to be a camera in that stadium that belonged to NFHS. So Steve and I talked a long time about it. We read through all the rules. We understand what's happened to me in the past, and me and Steven, or even me and Mark, from a broadcast perspective. We just felt, for all of you and for us, this was the best choice this year. Yeah. And I'll say this year because we'll reevaluate every year. But our goal is to bring you the best that we can bring you from a broadcast perspective. And we really feel like this year, that is our best choice. Now, there's lots of people who don't like it, But the fact is, we're just, as Steven said, we're playing with the hand that we were dealt. Yeah. And we feel that that's fair. So with that, we're going to sign off. Catch us back on the NFHS. Say hi to the coaches that I'll just walk behind us. They're not going to know what to do with all that room.
They don't know what to do with all the space. They're not going to have to sit in each other's laps tonight.
They probably don't have to hear us as much either. So anyway, so we're going to catch you guys on the flip side, and we will talk to you soon.
Go Falcons.